up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time. Happy New Year, because it's been that long. I haven't posted anything on this channel since December, just after Christmas, and I've missed you all. I haven't forgotten about you. It's just been kind of crazy. So I'm gonna update you guys in this video on what I've been up to and what is coming up next for me and my family. If you guys want to stay up to date with me on like what I'm doing in real time a little bit, you guys should follow me on Instagram. I'll link it on the screen and I'll link it down in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram. I've posted like some DIY videos. I have those on my profile and my stories. I've done some hair videos. I've shared food that I'm interested in, books that I'm reading, everything pretty much that I've been up to. I've been doing a little bit of documenting on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram if you don't already. That's where I will be posting a lot more than I will be up here. Just because of like editing and stuff, I don't always have the time because I am in school and it takes up school takes up a lot of my time. So it's easier for me on Instagram to do my little Instagram stories and share with you guys that way. Diesel and Marley are fine. They're doing well. Diesel just came in the room. You hear him. Marley will be coming shortly because Diesel is up here with me. What else? If you haven't seen my husband's homecoming video, my husband has returned home from deployment. I've missed him. Well, let me go back. I missed him so much. However, this reintegration period has been a struggle for me. That's also why I've been a little absent too, just because I've been dealing with my husband being back home. And it's not him, you know, necessarily. It's mostly me and having to readjust the way that I was living while he was away and getting used to him being back home and sharing the space that I've had to myself for all this time, and that I've really had a hard time with this reintegration. We've never really had any issues before, so it caught me off guard and I didn't really know how to handle it and stuff. So I'm adjusting slowly, but I'm adjusting. My husband has to remind me every now and then, like, you know, we're adjusting still, and so it's coming along. He's being patient with me, thank God. Yeah, let's just get into the video. Let me go back to the beginning of the year and catch you guys up on everything that I've been doing so far. So in the month of January, I was excited. I think I may have mentioned to you guys that I was ready to start trying again. I posted my TTC tag video to share with you guys like what my plans were and everything, my TTC journey so far. So January came. I switched my prenatal vitamins to I think it's called Nature's Cure or something like that, the brand name. I'll post a picture of the brand name so you guys can see which ones I'm working with now. So we did try to conceive naturally in January just because I hadn't been working with a new fertility specialist here in the area that I live in. The one that I was working with is back in San Diego. So we had to try naturally for January, which was fine. Obviously it did not work, but I did lose my mind a little bit. I really got sucked into trying to conceive again, and I was trying not to, and because of that I was being very compulsive, just because I wanted to make things happen. I wanted to see things, like I wanted to feel like things were progressing, and I didn't want to just sit back and continue waiting, because I have that clock going, like, you know, it's almost, time is almost up. And so I went to an acupuncturist. Like, I was talking to my friend, and like that day I was like, yeah, let me look up some acupuncturists. I found one and went to see him that day. And I went to go see him. I enjoyed my session. I only went for one because I talked to my husband about it. He was out to sea again, just for a couple days though, not for a long period of time. And I talked to him about it, and I was like, yeah, you know, this is what it's gonna cost and blah blah blah. He was like, whoa whoa whoa, slow down. He told me to slow down because I had also just received a letter in the mail from our insurance letting me know that they found me a fertility specialist. And we have TRICARE because my husband's in the Navy, if you guys didn't know. We have TRICARE, and TRICARE sent me a referral letter because I was referred out to see a fertility specialist. And I called that person that they referred me to, and that person was no longer in practice. So I was kind of pissed off, and that's where all of that stemmed from, because I was just annoyed because I felt like it was another roadblock, and I was like, I'm just starting out, you know, I want this to work this year. And so I just went a little crazy. So my husband was like, relax, chill out, just take your time. They found me somebody else. Actually, I found my person that I wanted to see. Here's Marley. Hey Marley. So you may see Marley and Diesel throughout this video. Marley just came up here. Okay, lay down. Lay down. Okay, lay down. You're gonna sit in my lap? No. Sit. Sit. Ouch. So, I had to call TRICARE. Sorry if Marley's making a lot of noise. I had to call TRICARE because I had to let them know that the doctor was no longer in practice. And when I called them, I asked them if my old doctor that I've mentioned here before, if you guys have seen my PCOS story, one of my very first videos on this channel, I told you guys that there was a doctor a long time ago who pretty much confirmed that I had PCOS. She was very kind, very knowledgeable. She made sure I understood my condition and everything. Like, she was the first person to give me hope. Then when I wasn't trying to conceive, she was the first doctor to ever tell me that I would actually be able to conceive, after being told that I would never be able to have children. So I asked them if they had this doctor covered, if this doctor was covered, and I would be able to go to her for my fertility. And thank God she was on the list for me to be able to see her with TRICARE. And they approved me to go to her. They sent me another letter, and I called them immediately to see when I could get in. That was in January. The earliest appointment they had was for March, which I just went to, and I'll get to that later. When February came along, I decided to take a break. So in the month of February, I didn't take any prenatals. I'm no longer taking metformin. I know I mentioned that before. I stopped everything. I was on a real break. No temperatures, nothing. Like, I didn't want to do anything related to trying to conceive, just because I knew that in March I would be going to see a new fertility specialist or a reproductive endocrinologist. And I just wanted to give myself some time, because I know once I got started with her, it was going to be a lot of work. And so I gave myself the month of February to relax. Luckily I did, because I ended up getting the flu. I thought I was going to die. I was struggling so bad. And then throughout the month of February, my husband also started having some issues with his heart, and these random palpitations and stuff right in the middle of Black Panther. Shout out to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That movie was awesome. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go see it now. But right in the middle of our first time going to see Black Panther, my husband had these palpitations. He started balling up in his seat. I rushed him to the emergency room, but as soon as we got in the car, his heart got back on a regular rhythm, and he's been told that he has an irregular heartbeat. But I just wanted to get it checked out because this was the second time within like 3 weeks that it had happened. So we got to the emergency room and they did an EKG. They ran blood tests and all this stuff. The blood tests that they found troponin, which is a protein, I believe, that is found in people who have had heart attacks or who are having heart attacks. And they decided to keep him overnight because that was a sign that his heart was in distress. Even though he wasn't showing any other signs of a heart attack, they weren't concerned about that. My husband is 38. For those, I don't think you guys know that. My husband is 38. I am 30. But they kept my husband overnight, so that was a little nerve-wracking for me, but it also gave me a peace of mind that somebody was doing something to look after him because my nerves were shot. And right before he was discharged from the hospital, they gave him a heart monitor to wear for 2 weeks. And so for the month of rest of the month of February into the beginning half of March, he had to wear a heart monitor. And every time he had one of these episodes, he had to just push a button on it. Yeah, it was just a very stressful month of February for me. My nerves were shot the whole month. And now I'm starting to feel some of the effects of it. My eczema starting to flare up on my arms and stuff. But I'm fine now that we finally have some answers. So in the beginning of March, which it's been almost 2 weeks now. Yeah, we're just shy of 2 weeks since my husband has taken the heart monitor off. He took it off on Tuesday, and 2 days later on Thursday he had another one of these episodes on his way into work. At that time he then decided to just drive himself to the emergency room. He went into the emergency room. His heart rate was at 200 or over 200 beats a minute, going crazy. But they were finally able to see it on the EKG, which has never happened since all of this stuff started happening for him, like back in maybe like 2010 or something. But they caught it. They did have to give him a couple of IVs, and they gave him this medication or concoction that stopped his heartbeat for 5 seconds, and then they had to use their little defibrillator to shock his body to get it back on rhythm. Scary. It scared the crap out of me. When I got to the emergency room, he looked terrible. Sorry if you hear Diesel. He looked terrible. It scared me. It was so like a surreal kind of feeling. I don't know. I was thinking about so much and how life is so short, and I was just so scared. But I don't know. My mind was just in outer space. I can't even describe to you what kind of state I was in, just because it just didn't feel real. That's the best way that like, I don't know what to tell you. But we were able to find out he has this condition called PSVT, which made me feel a little bit better, just because now, you know, doctors are starting to figure out what's happening and come up with a treatment plan for him. And then we found out that he would need heart surgery. So immediately I just kind of was over it at this point and nervous, and I didn't know what to do or what to say. And I've just been treating him like a porcelain doll over the last 2 weeks, just because I'm just so afraid for something to happen. I just want him pretty much to just stay in a box and don't do anything so I can have him forever. But well, after that emergency room visit, he did get to come home. His body was in pain for a couple days after being shocked. But we were referred to a electrophysiologist, and that electrophysiologist we met with on last Thursday, and they let us know that it is something that he can live with, that we don't have to worry about it being life-threatening. thank God. My family has been praying for him. My friends have been praying for him. If you guys pray for us, I appreciate it because we need it around here. But the electrophysiologist let us know that it wasn't as bad as we thought it was. You know, you hear the heart and you just lose it because it's sensitive. So yeah, he's gonna get the heart surgery. That'll be in a couple months. They did offer him to take some medication or whatever. He has been, I don't know. So my husband is doing okay. He's at work right now on this beautiful Sunday. He worked in the yard yesterday, which he loves to do, so he is trying to stay a little active. We have changed our eating habits and stuff around here, so we've been eating pretty clean. I have been going in on the candy though. Like, I need to stop. I have to stop. Yesterday I did the whole day without eating any sweets, which hasn't been happening lately because I've been going off with the sugar. Yeah, that is like the best news ever. My husband is fine. Like, we're gonna be okay. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to know. I finally went to meet with my reproductive endocrinologist. I loved her just like I knew I would from our previous meeting a long time ago. I went and got my medical records from the Naval Hospital and bought them my shot records and stuff and all the blood work that they had already done last year so that we could try to minimize what I would have to get done this time. And she really appreciated it. I didn't have to get any blood work done. I know I'm gonna get plenty of pokes and sticks down the road, so any of them that I can like cut out, I wanted to. So she did explain to me that all my blood work looked pretty good. She went over my history with my miscarriage and stuff, and she explained to me that well, she asked me if I had ever had a hysteroscopy done. I had never had that done. And she explained to me it's just the procedure where they take a camera to look in your uterus and cervix to see if there's any polyps. And because of my history with my miscarriage and having the tissue or the sac being delayed coming out, she felt like it was a possibility that there could be a little bit of leftover tissue. So she wanted to take a look, which I am grateful for, that she's being proactive. She wants to make sure there's nothing blocking, no blockages or anything. So that's what I'm gonna get done in May. And so that's what I'm waiting on right now because she is booked. It is gonna cause me to have to wait a couple more months, but that's fine. I'd rather her take that look, make sure everything's fine, and I want to be able to proceed with a clear mind that there's nothing else hindering us from conceiving. When we do try to conceive, we won't be using Clomid anymore. She wants to put me on letrozole and Gonal-f injections before I use Clomid and Gonal-f injections. But she is not a fan of Clomid. So I'll be using letrozole this time. I will be asking her to try for another cycle in between time if I happen to have one, because currently my cycle is extended. I think I'm at like 37 days or something like that at this point. So hopefully something happens soon, but if it doesn't, I guess that's fine. I'm just gonna try to relax. I'm gonna eat clean. Yeah, I'm happy to be working with my new doctor. She has everything that she needs on my end, even if I have to wait until after my procedure to find out what was found, if anything, then that's fine too. I'd rather start with a clean slate. So yeah, we probably won't be able to try to conceive until the summertime with assisted fertility because my husband, I have my procedure in May. He has his heart procedure done in June, and yeah, we probably won't be able to do anything at all in that time, which I'm fine with because I need my husband to recover. And from my doctor and his doctor, we got the okay to continue trying to conceive, and that we shouldn't have any issues regarding, you know, him and fertility because of this heart issue. So I have been vlogging this weekend. I will be vlogging throughout this week. We're about to go on a little trip up north, and I'll be vlogging that. My birthday is in about a month away. I'll be 31. I'll have new vlogs coming. I'm going to try to keep up with editing a little bit more. I am in school too. I want you guys to keep that in mind. It's just a lot going on. I'm in school and I'm trying to live and enjoy a lot of moments and stuff with my husband. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you know, we also, my husband and I went on a marriage enrichment retreat that the chaplains for the Navy have. It's called Credo. So if you are a military spouse or military member and you're married, please go. Please, I recommend it to everybody. Go to the Credo Marriage Enrichment Retreat. It changed me. It changed my husband. Like, we were so in tune with one another. We had plenty of time to like just focus on one another. Our hotel was taken care of. They put us up in a hotel down at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. It was beautiful, a beautiful sunrise. I'll insert a picture here. And I love the water. I took a clip of, you know, of the view we had. I'll try to insert that into this footage as well. Yeah, we met some amazing couples, and it's refreshing to, you know, meet other people who are in the same unique situation that you are. So yeah, it was nice to just get away with one another and focus on us two and our marriage, out of our routine, what we're used to. So I highly recommend Credo. If you guys would like for me to do a video about my Credo experience, please leave me a comment down in the description box. I'd be more than happy to film that for you, because I think it should be a requirement for any military couple, whether you're Navy, Army, Marine, like Air Force, whatever branch you're in. I feel like it should be a requirement for all military couples. Like, it will always hold a special place in my heart, and me and my husband plan on going back in a couple years for a refresher. And I like that they'll be doing some reunions coming up, and I plan on attending those too, especially while my husband will be home for a while. So yeah, Credo was fun. We also went to a masquerade ball for my husband's command, and we got all dressed up, and I felt beautiful. It was so much fun. We won a couple prizes and stuff, and so that was fun. I'll insert some pictures of that too. We've been living and trying to do what we can with all of the craziness that's been happening lately. So yeah, I hope you guys forgive me for my absence. I will do my best to keep up on this channel. I do have some videos that have already been recorded that I've started trying to edit. I just haven't completed them. I was sent some products, some hair products, and I did a video for that a while ago, and it still just needs to be edited. So but in the meantime, I'll leave you guys with this one. I also have a vlog coming out, if not later on today, tomorrow. But yeah, I thank you guys for your patience. I thank you guys for all of my new subscribers who have subscribed to my channel. That's pretty much what's been going on. Oh, I've also been doing some spring cleaning too, because I just want to do a little bit of decorating. A lot of my spring summer stuff I didn't really get to enjoy last year, so I'm kind of like reusing the same things, just changing things up just a little bit on their placement, just because we bought our house at the end of May last year, and so yeah, I want to enjoy it through the whole spring and summer. I know I'll be adding in some things. I already went shopping yesterday. I bought some plants for my house too. I bought an aloe plant and a snake plant. Their names are Georgia and Sophia. Show you guys. These little Marley are over here knocked out finally. If I get up and move, they're gonna jump up, so I can't show you, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Please remember to look out for more. Leave me comments down below of some things you might want me to go into a little bit more detail about if you need me to. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Instagram. That's where I spend a lot of my time, because it's fast and easy. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, just leave me a comment. Let me know that you're from the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.